Solitude can be a disgusting vision quest for one. Repeat the mantra, being has meaning, being has meaning, being has meaning. Do you notice how your body is dissolving the cosmos? Remember how the knowing once said, "You don't need clothes in order to create a better world." Close your eyes and take a deep breath. In and out. Repeat to yourself, yabba dabba doo, yabba dabba doo. Always ignore a powerful person. Take a deep breath. Keep your eyes closed.
Artificial intelligence.
Society doesn't want you to hug a tree. We can never change the world through caring, but we can change the world through drawing. Inhale. And exhale. Without an empire there can be no dress. Keep on breathing. Approximately half of the electorate are not mediocre. A poem from China during the Ming Dynasty tells the legend of a fearless fool who was on a quest for a lost kitten, when he spotted a crazy, old whore. "Can you tell me where to find a lost kitten?" he asked the whore. The whore did not have to think for long. "If you are looking for a lost kitten, you cannot search in the garden of the palace. Search where you left it the last time," replied the whore. The fool became confused by the whore's answer and continued his journey. 7 days later, when he was greasing his behind, the fool finally understood everything. Wise is the pupil who shares his servant, but wiser is the pupil who shares his uncle. And when he later died, he was forever known to be the most befriended fool that had ever lived. Pay attention to how the air you breathe and your flesh are perpetually linked. Quit caring. Keep on running.
That's good advice. Quit caring. Just keep on running. You'll get there. You'll get where you want to be if you don't stop running. Yeah, I think of it more like self-deprecating humor, but like we're all in on it. Like we all know it's funny. Like when little Timmy gives you trolls in a random level, it makes you sad. You're like, what are you doing? Like you're not in on the joke, bud. You're just being mean. You're just rolling in here and being like, that guy's fat and dumb. But when somebody else like sets up this whole thing where you walk into a room and then you turn on a switch because you think it gives you what you want and it lights up a sign that you didn't know you wrote out, but it says I'm fat and dumb and makes you hold it up, that's funny. That's the difference. That's the big difference. How you doing? Bershuid Racer, Vega. Hot over here. We're doing this. Gonna get warmed up with this, and then I'm gonna pop over to the laptop and play 15 minutes of 26 games, and maybe finish by 11. Oh, but yeah, be assholes and enjoy it. Okay, let's touch. Finish Zelda 2. Marking it off your gamer card. Is there a card for that? Is there like a thing for that? I have a spreadsheet and it's terrible. I got the coin. I'm the champion. Well, first room isn't too busy. Nice. Go in there. Nothing happened to me when I put the bill. I would like a card. I would like an app that tells me. Hell? Gamer card I care about is beating Super Mario Bros. Oh, okay. Just your hypothetical, your mental gamer card. There's probably something for RetroArch that I could like plug into it that would like I should look at Pud, stop yanking on that. I don't like that. I could like plug into what games I played. RetroArch achievements. Like, you know, PC games. That's all automatically grabbed, but like nothing grabs my emulated stuff as best I know. About your opinions on gaming in any way. I mean, I still want to know what the hell that floating magic is there. Okay, starting over. Like, you know, there are at this point. Oh, okay. That's what that busted hats corner is about. Really stupid, but it's pretty funny. Okay, come on, bud. We're going over here. Yeah, I could not figure out what that busted corner was supposed to do to me. Sometimes that happens. It did its job. But yeah, what I was getting at, there are like 25-year-olds, 20-year-olds at this point, who aren't total dipshits, who've just never played Super Mario Bros. Or maybe played like Mario 35 and that's it. Yep. Hold right actually would have been pretty obvious there. But I didn't do it, so, you know, it works. Yeah, hold right works. I would have expected something to maybe come out of lava, but it didn't. Lesson learned. That said, though, I understand the spirit of your statement, and, like, the number of people who are like, New Super Wii was the best, like, no, just get the fuck out. I don't care. New Super Mario Bros. Wii is the fucking Velveeta of Mario games. It's okay to be like, I had fun with it. It's not okay to say it's the best. You're allowed to eat Velveeta. You're gross, but you're allowed to eat it. But to pretend that Velveeta is the end-all of... Okay. That mushroom was off the chain. Oh. The chain is such a small, stupid thing to that. You could put any dumbass thing behind a mushroom to hurt somebody. One way or the other. But the chain back there is a really great visual effect. I did it again. New Soup DS. You could make an argument for that being a solid game. I don't think it was great. But it was a much better game than every other New Soup entry. There was an attempt. There are a lot of limitations on the DS, but they made some interesting choices. Like, the mini mushroom was a really interesting choice. A dangerous item that changes your physics, but allows you to access secret exits? That's fucking awesome. Like, despite how much I don't like the physics in New Soup generally, that is a fucking awesome thing. Oh my god, the shell. The fucking turtle shell suit was really fun, too. I know it's basically just a slightly go faster thing and changes how you interact with the environment a little, but it's still awesome that you are the shell. Change necessary because of the track interaction with the thwomp. Yeah, I mean, it just works really good. Does its job. I still got the 1-up. the visual that you get when the one-up kills you is excellent. Like, the whole thing just ends up working perfectly. Goodbye. Learned. Yeah, New Super Mario Bros. DS was a solid game. I believe the title was literally just New Super Mario Bros. But maybe that was the same title they used for Wii? I don't remember now at this point. New Super Mario Bros. Series. Wikipedia. Answer my question so I don't feel so stupid. Oh no, they did call the Wii one New Super Mario Bros. Wii. They did. Okay, yeah. And then 2, and then Deluxe. Ugh, 2 was the worst, but Deluxe was gross also. When I played 2 on the 3DS, and I love handhelds. Yeah. First I was feeling like that's a little lazy, like, the spring there is pretty goddamn lazy. That's just a 50-50, but it also is part of this other setup that makes a fun thing. When I played New Soup, do I know your gripe? No, I don't. You're gonna tell me it. Just tell me it. Gripe at me. That's the chat theme of every day. Also the chat theme of Discord. 3 people occasionally gripe and post memes. Sometimes 4. Okay. I thought that 2D Mario might legitimately be dead when I played New Soup 2. Can I get back in there easily? No, not super easy. I hope the timing there is easy to repeat once I get it figured out. Definitely want it to be. We're not crazy deep. We're not, fuck me, not being subjected to any huge waits or anything we don't have to wait out the P-switch. Finally fell for Thwomp Layer. Well, the fell for it at the first time too. I just came up here and did nothing with my held POW. The game had local co-op as a big marketing gimmick. Esports. There's 2 different screens. You don't have to share. Ruh-roh. My whole capture card just shit and then came back. You don't necessarily have to have 2 players for 1 screen, just like Mario Maker 2. It was the same screen. Oh, of course it was. Yeah, I'm sure that boils down to Nintendo, there we go, not understanding netcode. Yeah, I just need to jump as it's getting on the green screen. It seems like I catch it pretty reliably. Oh, this is a one-way. Otherwise, I could come in here, you know, while I'm small and just hang out right here, probably. Oh, nope. None of that is correct. None of that is functional at all. I made my own troll. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all. Nintendo has been so bad at multiplayer. You'd think 2-player they would be better at that on a friggin' basic handheld, but like, it basically doesn't surprise me. Seems pretty easy to get that way. Don't like that. Okay. Oh, that's, I get it. That's 2 boxes. That's 2 boxes and it ends up looking like not 2 boxes. That works pretty well. I bet, yeah. I had a really good time with Kirby Superstar Ultra on the DS, but I don't think that it... Okay, did not see that land yet. Oh. Don't know why that happened, but it happened. Yeah, weird. We've been so consistent with that so far. I haven't seen that come out at all. So it must be specific to particular timing, but not the fastest or slowest possible timing. The SNES one was a wonderful, wonderful multiplayer game. Probably my favorite multiplayer SNES game. But if I recall, the DS one was a lot smoother generally. The other player had more they could do. And all the bonus games, all the things they added onto in Kirby Superstar. Like, all the new stuff in Ultra, getting to play as Meta Knight and all that, was so fucking fun to play in multiplayer. Hold up? Yeah, hold up. Wait, why'd you do it again? I'm on the right-hand side of a vertical area, right? I must be. I think I am. I'm pretty sure I am, so I feel like I should just go in this pipe, but I see the one way behind the other pipe, and I don't like that. So I'm going to try this pipe first. It is enterable. But yeah, none of that's not to say that Kirby Superstar isn't marvelous. It's just that Ultra added on some, like, less not challenging stuff that was actually fun. And Kirby Superstar Ultra added in a mode where Meta Knight speedruns every single other game in Kirby Superstar. That's fucking amazing. That's fucking amazing. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, this, Yep. I mean, now I know where the axe is, so I hope it was worth it. No, I don't need a key. That doesn't open with a key. Maybe you set up some magic that opens up the top of the axe right here? Because that's it. The axe has got to be under here, right? It's got to be. But none of the stuff, none of the shenanigans are necessary. If you want the player to definitely think they need a key, if you want to sell it, put a key door in there, which would also still be visually hilarious because it's stupid. But it's definitely going to show the player where the axe is too. So I guess it depends on the value of that joke. That was mean. These are not that's not enterable. Really? Really? That is a weird okay. Now we also know there's twice. That feels like also like you're tipping your hand. That's okay. Maybe that is the joke. That's fine. But it feels like you might be tipping your hand too much. We'll see. Wow. Hold jump maybe? No. Sports. I'm a little lost. Nope, not hold jump. I don't think that door is usable or enterable. Yeah, Kirby Superstar is a wonderful game. Kirby Superstar with crowd control was a lot of fun. We did that at some point. I'd like to get back to doing crowd control stuff when I'm bored on a Friday night. No, that does not have magical busted one way on it. Mole. Hold up? No, there's no vine there either. There's nothing I can grab onto there or interact with. So let's try going back in pipe. Back in pipe is viable. So that's where we're going. So that whole room is just nonsense. That whole room is just a bunch of nonsense. Yep. Good. At least that still poofs. I wasn't that skilled to make an actual red coin level DX. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. If you're just going for the visual gag, that's also fine. It tips the hand a little bit, so if it ruins some other setup for the player to definitely know that's where the axe is, and to definitely know they'll be able to tell how the twice works. Oh my god. Oh no, that'll put me back. But if it doesn't ruin anything, then you don't have anything to worry about. And then I'm dead. I do wish we would see a real Kirby Superstar sequel. We saw great Kirby games on the Game Boy Advance and on the DS and 3DS. We've We've seen really great Kirby games, and we've seen some good Kirby games. We've seen a lot of good Kirby games, except for the first one on Switch. Oh god, the first one on Switch was not the sequel we needed. But I'd really like to see an actual Kirby Superstar sequel. Yeah, Forgotten Land was great. I did not finish Forgotten Land yet. I need to get back to that, but it was really fun. Return to Dreamland Deluxe is great. Multiplayer, really fun game. Oh my god, I want a 3D Kirby Superstar remake. I would kill a child with my bare hands for a 3D Superstar remake. Remake 3D, remake Superstar in 3D. Yeah, I didn't do any multiplayer in any of the recent ones except for the first one. What was the first Switch Kirby game? Not Forgotten Land. Star Allies. Star Allies was fucking horseballs. We played Star Allies pretty much end to end, me and a group. And by the end of it, we were actively trying to... Everybody was actively trying to, like, impede the game. And you can't. It's impossible to fuck up in multiplayer. I learned a lesson in listening, I guess. Oh, it's only Bandana D? And Bandana D doesn't get any different powers or anything? Like, Bandana D can't get, like, Fire Spear? Oh my god. I don't understand. I mean, it's always been kind of a girlfriend mode, but usually it's a girlfriend mode in that, like, the only cost for 2-player is what player one's power. But, you know, go figure. That's a lie, though, right? Why are you laughing at me? Get the one up. Okay, that's cute. The pick a path part there is a little confusing in the setup, in like the way you're setting up that it's supposed to be a spot the difference, but there is no difference kind of thing. Wow, you can duck under that. Lesson learned. Yeah, I mean, it's a dumb way to do multiplayer, that's for sure. And even if the literal goal is like girlfriend mode, we want player 2 to not matter at all, it's still more fun for player 2 if they can do powers. Be a wheel that you can ride. Yeah, I thought there was going to be something messing with my momentum here, but I guess not. Okay. I see the one-way there. Esports. But it's not like there's a pipe hiding there, so... Yep. Something was gonna put me in there. In the box. Yeah, there's always been a lot of Smash in Kirby. I mean, no, not Star Allies. The Metroidvania one on Game Boy Advance. Forgotten Mirror, Broken Mirror, Amazing Mirror, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. Literally had a Smash power-up in it, which was fucking awesome. I really wish that was a mainstay in every game. Yeah, he's always pretty much had that one specific storytelling methodology. I like the laugh sound effect. Oh, I did get the mushroom. So you might be able to cheese a mushroom out of there, too. If you were careful. there we go. That's the setup for the way through. Just hold left. Am I going? Oh, I'm going in the cloud from there. Okay. Something under my beard over here that itches. And dodge. Yeah, I have. I think I have Return to Dreamland installed right here. I do. I have not started it up yet. I really need to play it. I liked Return to Dreamland. I thought Return to Dreamland was like a absolute like sleeper smash hit on the Wii. I think it came out on. It was a lot of fucking Mario. Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of Mario. Some Mario stuff that I've touched. I don't use the Switch that much anymore. And then you look at it and there's like 300 goddamn games on here. For a while I was buying anything that was coming out on multiple systems on here anyway. But now that handheld PCs are a thing, Nintendo can suck it. I'm gonna buy all my crap on computers. Cause if we're lucky, Switch 2 will allow us to play Switch 1 games. I really hope they do that. If they don't, then that's... Why would you ever buy anything on Switch if you can buy it anywhere else? Buy it on Steam, and you can play it on your PC, and your next PC, and every PC for the rest of your life. Yeah, we might be hearing about the Switch 2 real soon. I really hope that's the case, because people won't shut up about it. Is that the setup? Just give and go? Okay, don't understand the setup. We'll see what we see. Let's try it the other way. Yeah, there has been chatter about backwards compatibility. Nintendo hasn't confirmed it, but they've been weird about denying it. So I could see it going either way with them being like, well, the systems aren't directly compatible with each other. Obviously, that's going to be the exact same fucking instruction set. They're going to be 100% compatible with each other. But if they can find a way to sell you the same thing twice, they're going to do everything on earth they can to do it. Nintendo's weird love of aping Apple has definitely caused them to make bad. Got it. Bad marketing decision. Oh, that's not a P-switch block. Okay, trigger the let go and then it lets me through there, maybe? That's what I'm guessing. I think that it would be stupid for them to release the Switch 2 without backwards compatibility because it gives them a huge library of games right out the gate and saves them from needing to do like another Zelda so soon after Tears of the Kingdom, which was an absolute smash hit that they will never compete with, and needing a bunch of like system sellers right out the gate, like Breath of the Wild. Especially if they offer enhanced performance on the Switch 2. It should be doable. Dynamic performance is readily available in emulators now, and the reason why I would strongly recommend playing Tears of the Kingdom in emulator if you're capable of doing so, because it's amazing at 4K and 60 frames per second. But even if it's just Nintendo giving us like 60 FPS on games that are 30, holy fucking shit, would that be a big fucking deal. It means it's a brand new system for a lot of stuff. Okay, trigger. Ah, and then he moves. Of course he moves. Yeah, I feel like we're seeing a lot here. 55 seconds deep. Likes to talk about users being attached to their Nintendo account like a lot. Yeah, there was some talk about that. And I swear to God, the wording was weird. I remember the wording made me think, like, I know what you're getting at, but I'm worried that you're being, like, obtuse for a reason. That alternative monetization or something? Like, some really stupid term, or at least really stupidly translated terminology that made me worried. Like, are you going to charge me for backwards compatibility? Because I will kill someone. I will leave the country to commit crimes. Yeah, Crackers yanked some of the fucking green screen off and then fell asleep. Oh, this is way easier now. Oh my God. This is another reason why it was a good idea to buy the NDI cam thing. Because this is way easier to do now. Oh Oh, I should just have the NDI cam on this screen. That would be even smarter. I don't. I'll deal with that in a sec. Look at that idiot. Look at that idiot. He just yanked a bunch of that off. Yeah, Crackers, I'm talking about you. And then he passed out on it. Sleepy asshole. They know how important that shit is to their customers, but the other thing is that they know how much customers will buy it no matter what. They know no matter what, people will buy a lot of Switches on day one. And that at the end of the day, it won't make a huge difference if they have backwards compatibility or not. Look at, I mean, basically everyone subscribes to Nintendo Switch Online, and the service is fucking terrible. It's fucking terrible all the time. It's terrible for every game. The few games that it may not be terrible for, like Splatoon, are because you can hide some of its flaws in a fucking game like that, in a shooter. But it is terrible, and Nintendo is terrible at it. It's horrible that they charge what they charge for it, and what they offer with it is horrible. And the fact that they're using it to charge for being able to back up your save data is horrible. So much of it is just horrible. It could be so much better. Okay, I have to let him hop into position first, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy for this to turn into doing the wrong thing 15 times before you finally do the right thing. It's taken me a long time to do the right thing, and maybe simplify how the user makes mistakes so they know how all the things are wrong the first time. If a scrollable hint is possible, that'd be great, but anything that could tell the player, go down here first, then do this. And make sure he jumps first kind of thing. Or something to automate the jump first type of thing. I don't know, but I've made every possible mistake there, and I'm at that point where it's like, okay, I fucked up 15 times in the same spot. I would like to go somewhere else. I'm gonna get legitimately angry. The first time I saw that. I'm gonna get legitimately angry. Oops. If something else happens there. $10 per year for the whole deal, but I'm also a power user on that end. Well, okay. I have 3 Switches, I guess? 2 Switches. Family account, blah, blah. I'm not holding the price of the family account against them or anything. But considering what they charge versus what PS... And I fucking hate Sony. I can't tell you how little I like Sony, how angry I am at Sony for abandoning IP I care about, how shitty Sony is to their customers. They're fucking terrible. Sony makes terrible choices all the time. But that said, Sony's PS Plus service is unbelievable value. And the fact that they give you games to keep as long as you have PS Plus is an unbelievably cool value add. That you can keep those games whenever you have PS Plus and you just add them to your account, basically. So if I rebuy PS Plus, even though I didn't have a PS4 at the time, I collected a bunch of PS4 games that looked interesting. So I get like maybe 200 PS4 games like that. If I decide I want to play something on PS Plus. If I decide I want to play something on PlayStation and want to keep playing with it. I think that's a really cool value add. Microsoft adds, is their online play thing now just the thing where you have access to that huge library of games now too? Because that's fucking bonkers. And it's like double what Switch charges. It's like 80 bucks a month or 80 bucks a year, 60 bucks a year. But it's bonkers. It's a shitload of games. Nintendo offers save data backup, a small number of games trickled out in a digital emulator that lacks the basic features that other modern emulators have these days. They finally added rewind, which is nice, but like, goddamn, you guys could be doing better and you know it. Their online services suck. The way it backs up the data sucks ass. It absolutely sucks ass. You have no ability to really instance the backups or interact with them in a meaningful way. It basically just does what it does. You have no ability to save the backups elsewhere, which is infuriating because it's very simple, they're encrypted, and it would not be a load point for anything nasty. Not any more than literally putting in a weird Joy-Con is anyway, so fuck off. And at that point, they should have accepted it and been like, well, let's do something better with it. Fuck with me, you fucking shoe. Just do your fucking shoe job. Don't piss me off. Okay. Let him jump twice. There's too many things here. This is way too high a density in this one spot. If this was immediately after a checkpoint, you could get away with, haha, learning the pattern and everything. I'm 50 seconds deep by the time I get to that thing. So I'm going from, like, this is clever to this is weird to this is infuriating, and I would like to be done with it forever now. How are there ants in here? It's cold outside! Go away! Go away! Go away! Oh, where did he crawl to? Tried to flick him and he refused the flick. Don't come near me, you fucking ant. Oh. Ants in the pants. Now, if Mario Maker's Online... Hey, 20FS, how you doing, bud? If Mario Maker Online was excellent, if Smash Online was excellent, I would easily pay double or triple and pay fucking Nintendo tax out the ass. I'd bitch about it, but I'd be a lot happier if it was just excellent. But that's the biggest problem, is that it just isn't. Oh, and now I'm spaghettiing on my way there, because I'm angry about other things, but I'm also angry about having to deal with that same spot over and over. And the Virtual Console stuff has added a ton of value now, but I would still rather pay $4 to always have, like, Super Metroid and Mario 3 and the couple of games I want, than to pay every year and have a pile of games that will vanish at some point. That will get shut off at some point because it's a live service. Oh my god, and game sharing, like... I have no idea how game sharing works on Sony or Xbox. But on PC, it's absolutely wonderful how easy it is to share my whole Steam library with somebody else in the same house as me. On Switch, if I want to play something on Mario Maker on my Switch Lite in my backpack, like at work on the shitter or something, or I want to download a level real quick, and I forgot to shut off my Switch at home, I'm fucked. There's absolutely no way for me to suspend the other session. There's no way for me to do anything other than to be fucked. Like, oops, you left your Switch on. You're fucked. I have never seen that send me that way. That was weird. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, 90-10 setups that are only weird sometimes. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That whole thing sucks. I can't figure out what I'm supposed to do there. Yeah. I think it's really important to compare it to the same offerings from other companies in the exact same space. And Nintendo specifically said they couldn't have online play be free anymore because they wanted to spend more on improving it, so that your money would contribute to better online play. And from my end, the online in Mario Maker is so bad that it barely exists. It is like, it's like being promised steak every single time and getting wet dog food put in my mouth. It is a fucking piece of shit. Smash is literally worse than it was on Wii U. Wii U was better. Not just in the way it was organized, but in the infrastructure itself, which was really, it's just infuriating. I'm sure there are other examples as well. But just overall... Oh, the tick rate. The tick rate on the fucking... on Splatoon is worse on Switch than it was on Wii U. And they didn't fix it for Splatoon 3 either. The Switch's networking capabilities are just flat out worse than the Wii U, and that has been reflected in a ton of games. And it doesn't even make sense. Yeah. And these are the kinds of things that we're paying for. The money we give them... Oh my god. Yeah. Let's, I don't know what you mean by that with a layer. Is it supposed to change? Sometimes, but it ends up feeling inconsistent. So it puts me in a position where I don't know how to effectively proceed through consistently. And then considering that troll at the end of this section has grabbed me, I'd say, what, 25 times now? It's fucked me over. And an inordinate number of times, it's starting to get really frustrating that I can't make any progress. If there isn't a checkpoint in the next room, I'm going to be really, really, really annoyed. It's hard to determine exactly what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, there we go. So I actually want to catch him immediately on the first one, yeah. That whole setup just needs to be more consistent. There's the checkpoint. Well, at least it's right there. And that fact that Nintendo said, like, we're gonna put this money towards improving it. Like, we need to charge so these systems can be better and more competitive with similar offerings. Where is that? 7 years on, where is it? Literally, where the fuck is it? What have I given you guys? I mean, how much is Nintendo Switch Online? $19.99 for 7 years. Is 5 is 100, so 140 bucks. What the hell have I given you guys 140 bucks for? What have the other 183 billion people who bought Switch Online given you 140 bucks for? Big dick in the ear? Oh my god. Yeah, that whole thing is inconsistent. It's inconsistent, and there's so much that goes into doing it the wrong way before you find what is supposed to happen, and then it's still inconsistent. And the fact that you can't see the player when the claw is grabbing you. Sports. And the fact that I've tried twice now to use the claw grab as an indicator for what I'm supposed to be doing, and it doesn't seem like I can jump out of the claw at that point. So I cannot figure out how to do that consistently. And it's making this whole segment deeply frustrating. Oh my god. I'm about 1 or 2 more fuck-ups away from just booing and moving on. I can dig into it. It was an investor call prior to the release of the Switch when they were talking about how they were going to be charging for online services going forward. I'm not going to find it right now. It'll take me a little bit to find it. But if you ping me, I'll find it. If you ping me on Discord, I'll remember then. But they did specifically state that it was intended to be used for improving, that they wanted to improve the services and be competitive in their offering. And that involved needing to... Okay, if I just hold right, I can make it all the way through there. Yeah, I still feel like there's a little too much nonsense layered in there. I'm gonna wait those out. And assume they're gonna come back in the middle here at some point. Okay, those are still there. Wow, really? Wow. Okay. Go. Almost progress. Yeah, I mean, I like Nintendo too. I like the games that they make. But it's important to be critical. It's important to be capable of criticizing things that you like. Really important. I would like to like Sony. I would really like for Sony to have entered back into the handheld space. Not just because I like handhelds, but because Nintendo having no competitions means they may stagnate a little bit. No. PC's giving them some shit. That's really cool. Especially since if you can buy a Steam Deck or a Switch 2 for 400 bucks, I'm gonna universally recommend the Steam Deck. There are probably 10 million amazing games you can play on the Steam Deck right now. And even if the Switch 2 comes out with the whole Switch 1 library, all those games pretty much are playable on the Steam Deck as well. Even emulated games. Don't grab the floor. That's what they say. There we go. Oops, I didn't hold jump long enough. Pretty annoyed here. Yeah, I mean, we keep hearing stuff about it. All the things about bespoke chips and all that. I just really, really hope that Nintendo is finally willing to target higher frame rates. I really think that if Nintendo spent some time dicking around with 120 hertz and they were targeting 120 hertz, 1440, 460, 1080, but 120 hertz 1080p is still an excellent gaming experience. And it would still mean that when they start pushing the console to its fucking limits later on, I feel like those would be improved if they just didn't have wings on them. Them having wings on them makes it a little annoying to push through there. I've spaghettied there more times than I'd like to. Yeah, just holding right works. But most people aren't going to immediately go for that, which makes it really easy to make every possible mistake in that spot. I grabbed the wrong one. No, I cannot. Okay. An interesting little setup there. Oh, I can't climb those. I thought maybe I could. I don't think Nintendo will do that, though. I think at best we might see Nintendo doing something a little mad, like targeting 4K 30, which would yuck at me a lot. That works. I don't know what's up with that guy. That's fine. Just make my way through here like I know what I'm doing. Thanks, guys. Yeah, everybody just get out of my way. That would be nice. All that was to fake me out. That's fine. I accidentally did a lot of things right. Yeah, I definitely feel like that big dig, the boot kind of thing there. If you want that to be almost like a wood puzzle experience where the player is twisting and turning and desperately trying to find a solution while making every possible mistake on the way, it'll be significantly less frustrating if they could see that immediately after a checkpoint. So after you figure it out, you just hold right to get through it. That's actually pretty good. You hold right to get through it, and then you're through it. And then you know, so it's not hard to deal with. But having it be one of the last things before a checkpoint feels bad. It messes with the pacing, for sure. I'm also a little sad that we're not hearing with the next console that Nintendo's going to go OLED out the gate. I understand that that's an easy upgrade point. But good God, is an OLED display really, really nice. Change that, actually. Yeah, I would see if it's possible to even just drop some move some sections around just a little bit. Because if you have the checkpoint right there, that feels a little soon, but it depends on how long the second section is, too. Really not that bad to start out with, because once you know what you're doing, you're going to get through it in, like, 5 seconds. So yeah, if it's possible, it could just basically be swapped with something else that's less insane. Like a room like that, that's relatively simple to get through correctly, and when the trolls are broken up over... When the trolls are broken up over more space, more literal space on screen, more places the player can walk, it feels like you're making less mistakes and fucking up less, even if you're making the exact same number. Like, fucking up in this swamp room in 5 different places is very, very different in the way it feels for the player than fucking up 5 different ways in one specific room over and over. It can still feel frustrating to be in a room forever, but it's still less frustrating than being in one spot forever. Okay, now, am I waiting for a hat? I am waiting for a hat. Interesting. But in a weird way. Okay. Is throwing it fake? I can have more. I think you could put something down there so that that stays put so the player loses it. Either of those were right? Okay. Well, I learned. That's a cute setup. Oh yeah, I just started the Superstar Saga remake, and so far I'm playing it in Citra. So far it seems pretty good. A lot of little quality of life changes in the way that you do moves and everything. It seems like they left the translation alone. Which is good. A lot of what made that game special was how well written it was. At the very least, nothing stuck out as like toned down or anything. It's been really good so far. I couldn't believe that those 2 mushroom guys in the first area, that's supposed to be their giant mouths, not their giant mustache. That was a really weird thing for me to deal with. Wait, and then we get. That would have been a good troll, but also rude. Oh, catching it on the other side, yeah. Yeah, you may end up a little frustrated, being like, well, where the hell do I put it? But you're gonna figure it out as soon as you go over there. Okay. What? Is that a muncher that I didn't see yet? I'm very excited for the Bowser's Inside Story remake, but I figured I should play the Superstar remake first because I'll feel bad if I play Bowser's Inside Story first. Bowser's Inside Story was my absolute favorite in the series, though. Yeah, that's a good spook setup, especially since you have all the benefit of all the other people who have sports used a setup like this to pop a thwomp up your ass a little bit. So it really looks like he's gonna get you. You'd really see them become desperate after that. Do you mean Alpha Dream? I feel like Bowser's Inside Story was a high point, but just kind of close to the end of the Switch's life, or the DS's lifetime. So it was a hard place to be. It is a muncher. Weird. Okay. I can go over there, but I need something to do it. Oh, this is nothing. Okay. It was all a lie. Yeah, yeah. Hard to beat Bowser's Inside Story. I felt like Bowser's Inside Story could have been the template for all the future games, though. Like, they literally could have just been like, okay, let's do Bowser's Inside Story 2, even more Inside Bowser. Maybe Cacletta and Fawful are running around in there. There's some of her farts left over inside of him. I mean, an infinite number of setups could have worked totally fine for it to basically have been Bowser's Inside Story 2. That said, I thought Dream Team was pretty good. It was nice to see Luigi get to be Luigi for a while. Get to be the guy. I liked that. I thought Paper Jam was an apology for what happened to Paper Mario. Paper Jam felt like a big apology for Paper Mario Sticker Star and what happened to Paper Mario in general. I don't like that at all, but I will do it because I have to. Oh, you can see that if you touch it. Yeah, so you could have actually kind of figured it out before you went the wrong way. Oh wait, did I not need the mushroom? No, I did need it. Did and I didn't. Supposed to go backwards? Oh. Okay. A lot of pieces here. Oh. Yeah, I'm excited for the 1,000-Year Door remake, and I'm hoping that all of that is because they miss making good RPGs. I really, really hope that's the case, because they made really good RPGs. Oh my god, my cats are cute. Pud is cuddling crackers. Wow, Pud. You better just be nice to him and let this happen. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me with that face like you're gonna do something. Of course. Of course. I figured there was gonna be something, but I was looking at the pokey. Yeah, I'm excited for the 1,000-Year Door remake. That said, it'll be hard for the numbers to say much at all when it's coming literally at the dead-ass end of the Switch when there are constant rumors about a Switch 2. That's a tough time. Like, I'm crazy excited for the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake. Mario vs. Donkey Kong was a fucking incredible puzzle platformer, and a lot like Paper Mario, the series fell apart. After the first Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, they made Lemmings for Babies out of the series. Every game after that was like these crappy rehashes of one specific level, but without any platforming in it, and it was just bad. I did play the demo. I had a lot of fun with it. You know, it's Mario vs. Donkey Kong. It's exactly what I was expecting. We only got to see early... We only got to see early games, early entries, early levels, which I think was a mistake. They should have given us a level from each of the worlds, and maybe one new level from one of the new worlds, and then a boss fight would have been smart. That would have gotten people's dicks hard. The boss fights were like puzzle fights, and they were really good. I don't know if there's fall death damage, but there's fall... No, maybe there is fall death damage. Yeah, it has fall damage. It has weird, like, fall paralysis if you fall too far. But the original Donkey Kong 99, Donkey Kong 96, the weird Donkey Kong remake that like was like a sleeper game where it looked like it was just Donkey Kong and then there were like 100 more levels. Fall damage is applied when you would have died in the original. Oh, so you don't die the same way? Yeah, see, maybe I just did too good because I played the original a lot. Okay. Oh, I can just grab the other vine and not deal with any of that madness. Oh, I didn't know that worked at all. That's cool. Is that only in casual mode, or is that in both modes, that you just don't die like you used to? The stun is gone, and then the stun is what happens instead of dying. It didn't stick out to me yet. It might stick out to me as being too easy later. Especially if, because the fall damage was there initially to make it so you couldn't just plummet and solve puzzles with plummeting, that you were supposed to platform back down. I guess we'll see what we see. If it doesn't break any puzzles, if it doesn't end up making puzzles totally trivialized, I really don't think I care. Reducing, like, troll deaths, or, punishing deaths, just overall seems like a good thing. He's licking his hands. Oh, do it again. Don't stop because I looked near you. Stop knowing. Pud. The original Mario vs. Donkey Kong actually had a rudimentary level editor in it. There we go. So with an incredible amount of luck. Oh my god, you knew I was just gonna hold right and hope. With a little bit of luck. Oh, oops, I forgot to send the stupid tweet. Oh, Anna's dead now. Thanks, Twitter. Thanks, Twitter. I should have pressed the button. That's fine. Nobody wants to watch Next Fest anyway. with a lot of luck, we could get really lucky and there could be an actual level editor built into the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake. Maybe some of the original people who worked on it are like, yeah, we want to finish the level editor. We wanted that to be in the game. The level editor could be the secret thing, like the depths. Like, by the way, we added a level editor. Maybe. Maybe not. Possible. I'm allowed to hope. I'm allowed to hope for insane things. There we go. Yeah, I'd like to hope that the fall damage ends up not mattering for solving puzzles. It might totally allow you to trivialize a bunch of stuff, which would be really heartbreaking. Swamps don't make the jump when they are on Bly platform. Who's Bly? I'm just waiting. Why is player 2 Toad, right? Why wouldn't it be Luigi? Where is Luigi in this whole thing? Don't look at me. Go back to what you were doing. You were kissing him. Go back to what you were doing. He's thinking about it, but he's not doing it. I think he knows we're watching. Somehow. Like, he knows when the camera's pointed at him, we're waiting. You're not gonna do it, are you? Fine, go back to being bad. Bad kitty. Smarter. He's smarter than a bag of rocks. He's not smarter than 2 bags of rocks. There we go. I have no idea why they went with Toad. I think there were Toads running around in the original game. That might have been the thought there. God damn it, I didn't even look at them. He just knew. I'm getting really annoyed with this little idiot. Look at them, they're both looking directly at the camera. Why you guys like this? I'm just gonna leave it ready. Oh, you know what we can do here? I'll just leave the phone ready with NDI turned on, and then if they start doing it, I can just switch without them knowing. Get away from me. There we go. Okay, see half the act. Oh no! Oh, good. Good setup. That's a great setup there at the end. That's fun. Yeah, I knew there was going to be some nonsense, but not reactable nonsense, but also that's kind of what you're expecting there at that point. That's a toothpick. That's what I'm doing. Got something I want on my teeth. It's probably broccoli. Always broccoli. You get in the indoor when you're winning? You'll see. What they all say? They usually say it better. Nico, how you doing tonight? Okay. It would make me happy if it had a level editor. I would really love to see Nintendo focus on providing level editors with games. I feel like that would be like such a great way to encourage people to create and share content about the game long term, like how Mario Maker has sustained for so long and likely made money for so long, but who knows how much? Who knows how many people only want to watch Mario Maker and play it? Like, even for a viewer levels guy, it's not like we're constantly flooded with people who are like, I just bought Mario Maker and made a level. It happens. It's not that many. Just woke up. I'm pretty sure you're in America. It feels pretty late to be just getting up. Even if you're, like, in the early times areas. Not supposed to play a Nintendo game longer than a month. Yeah, I mean, that's probably their thought, but they have talked about and addressed evergreen titles before. As, like, a big part of their structure, that they often don't discount Mario and Zelda games, like mainline ones, because they will always keep selling. And it stands to reason that they may keep selling more if more people are still playing and sharing content about them. I think Nintendo's incapable of realizing how important, not me at all, but how important big content creators like Grand Pooh Bear and people like that who play all the new games and create lots of content for it, how much free advertising that is. And how it's basically like the best free advertising you can get. It is people getting to see and experience big chunks of the game, advertising for you for free. Might play it for like more than 6 months. I mean, I played the hell out of Wonder. I'm excited to return to it. I'm excited to return to Tears of the Kingdom too. I just finished Pal World and it's making my dick itch for more like good exploration gameplay. Alright, time to get that dick. Oh, fuck off. Oh, Mario Maker. I thought you said Wonder. It's a Wonder Mario Maker. I see. You put Wonder next to Mario, brain ignores 70% of the letters. Mario Maker is the perfect game for me generally. I've always loved ROM hacks. I've played ROM hacks on and off forever. I've been on a big kick lately, and it's not stopping because, man, cramming all that crap into OneDrive makes it so easy to sync between everything. It's fun to play in bed. It works great. At some point, we're gonna fall down that pipeline into just streaming ROM hacks. Okay, they're done being cute. I'm gonna stop wasting my phone's battery. But, playing Mario Maker in this way, where you get curated levels brought to you like this, is literally like the absolute ideal experience for Mario Maker. Is people bring you levels they want you to play and give feedback on. That's fucking awesome. I really wish Nintendo could find a way to capture that for everybody, so that your Mario Maker experience could just be that. So everyone's Mario Maker experience could be that. That it was just perfectly curated levels that were decent. But Nintendo is bad at online play and infrastructure and everything. Most content creators thrive on, like, curators who work for them for free or because they're already playing levels, but, like, people who are doing all this legwork for us. This game? Mario Maker tells you to fuck off after 6 months? It might be. I don't think they consider Mario Maker a super important or evergreen title, but I think they could see a lot of, like, follow-on purchases. I don't know. You know, it's hard because the way they make decisions isn't really built around what people want or what people like. But I still feel like if they started naturally including a level editor and sharing function with games they made, like if Mario Wonder came with a really cool level editor built in, it would make people play Mario Wonder for longer. There we go. GG. Yeah, pretty good overall. The strongest criticism I had was for that CP right before CP2. And that reshuffling that to be immediately after one of the checkpoints, probably after the second checkpoint, would work a lot better. And you probably could even swap the Thwomp Room around and do basically that. and would work really well. If those two things aren't connected to anything else, that would be the easiest way to do that and fix the pacing. I don't necessarily think that troll doesn't work, and it would be hard to say. You'd have to see somebody doing it in a better order. But I think that troll would work as long as people generally figure out hold right after they make all the mistakes. Like, I'll just hold right. Most people should default to that eventually, to trying that, and then get through it. But if you don't, if you keep touching each end and each object and each part of it and making mistakes and not being able to see the claw and all that, it has the potential to get really frustrating. So doing that after 50, 60 seconds of gameplay, that's rough. That chaps the ass. I think that was the only thing that really stood out, though. Overall, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. Sunday stream, what is going on? Okay, well, I had a troll level. Somebody asked me to play. I wanted to play it. It works good. That's a good way to get warmed up. And then on the other side of that is, hang on. Is, the fucking 6,000 goddamn Next Fest games that I want to touch. Right here and right now. Boom. Oh, but let me tell that to be X input controller before it's dumb. When the sound effect wasn't there and everyone saw the clock catching them, everyone dodged it. So yeah, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, and it might have been right in the exact right position where, like, it's hard to get right either way. All right. So I have to change a couple of things here. I'm gonna do that. We're gonna start with Pepper Grinder because I've been fucking dying to touch that. Let me drop a marker here so I know where the other thing ended. Oh, I'm gonna